Hi, boys and girls. How are you today? Good. We're going to learn about some cool jobs. And today, your reading is about a cool job working with my favorite animal. I love bears. They're my favorite. Do you like bears? You do too? Good. Let's get started. Okay, so this is Unit 3, and it's called Cool Jobs. What is this person's job in this picture, do you think? Okay, he's learning about penguins. He's taking pictures of penguins. That's a cool job, isn't it? I don't know anyone that has a job taking pictures of penguins or studying penguins. That looks like a lot of fun, doesn't it? What are the people in the photo doing here? Okay, they're working with cheetahs. Yes, they're taking care of cheetahs maybe. Looks like they're maybe, okay, getting them to stay away maybe. If they're doing this and giving them symbols or signs, what do you think they might do? Maybe they're trying to teach them. Would you like to do this job? You would? You wouldn't? It'd be kind of scary. I think it'd be a little of both, right? It would be really fun to work with animals like that, but it would be scary too because cheetahs have very sharp teeth, don't they? That would be a fun job though. Let's think of some other fun jobs and what you do in those jobs. What are some cool jobs you can think of? Oh, a soccer player. What would be cool about being a soccer player? You get money? Sure. Get to play on a team? That would be fun. What's another cool job? A scientist. Oh, that would be very fun. What would be cool about being a scientist? Okay, you can discover new things. Get to see animals, sure. What's another cool job? Oh, an actor. What would be cool about that? You get to be in movies. Good. Wear costumes. That would be a lot of fun, especially if you're going to be someone like Spider-Man, right? It's another fun job you can think of. A dancer. What would be fun about being a dancer? Okay, you get to dance for people. Sure, like a performance. Wear a costume. Wear makeup. Sure, if you are a dancer or an actor, you wear makeup and things. What's another fun job you can think of? An ice skater. What would be fun about being an ice skater? Maybe you'd be in the Olympics, sure. Wear a costume. Boy, it's fun to wear costumes, isn't it? We pretend a lot like that when we're young. When I was young, I wore all sorts of costumes to pretend I was different kinds of jobs or people. That's a lot of fun to do. Great. Okay, so we're going to look at part A of this unit, and this is called Training Grizzlies. Look at this big grizzly bear compared to this man. Grizzly bears are very big, and they can be very dangerous, although they are beautiful animals. Like I said, grizzlies are my favorite animals just because they're so pretty. What do you notice about this grizzly bear? It's big, sharp claws. Look at these claws. Those are very sharp claws. They're brown, furry. Good. All right, let's learn some more about training grizzlies. Let's look at some words first. The first word I want to look at is apologized. Can you say that? Apologized. This is when you say sorry for something you did or said. Like if you hurt someone's feelings or you bumped into them accidentally, you would say, I'm sorry. That means you apologized. Can you give me a sentence for apologized? I apologized to my friend when I took her doll. Okay. Okay, our next word is comfortable. Say that one. Comfortable. If you are comfortable, it means you're okay with where you are. You're very relaxed. Look at this kitten and this puppy. They are very relaxed. They are very comfortable. Can you think of a sentence for comfortable? My bed is very comfortable. Good. Okay, our next word is covered. Try that one. Covered. If something is covered, it has something over it. These strawberries are covered in chocolate. Those are so good. How many of you like strawberries covered in chocolate? It's a very, very yummy treat. Can you give me a sentence for covered? My bed is covered with my blanket. Good. All right, let's move on. Our next word is difficult. Say that one. Difficult. Difficult means not easy. It means it's hard. Difficult means it's hard. Look at this boy is doing some difficult work. It's not easy. Can you give me a sentence for difficult? My math is very difficult. I always had trouble with math too. Okay, our next word is enjoyed. Say that one. Enjoyed. This means to like or have fun doing something. You enjoy it. This family is enjoying this water, this pool. It looks like a lazy river where you get on these tubes and you float through the water. I wish I was doing that right now. It's like so hot here today. Is it hot where you live too? Yeah, it's very hot in summer, isn't it? And this feels good on a hot day. Can you give me a sentence for enjoyed? I enjoyed swimming last time I went to the pool. Good. All right, our next word is remembers. Say that one. Remembers. If you remember something, you think of it again. Like, oh, I remember now. I thought of it. Like she is remembering something in her book that she wrote down. She's thinking of it. She remembered it again. Can you give me a sentence for remembers? Or remember? I had to remember my things for the test. Yes. Great. Okay, our next word is take care of, or words. Can you say those words? Take care of. This means to look after something and keep it safe. This dad is taking care of his baby. He's giving it a bottle and keeping it safe. Can you give me a sentence for take care of? Yes, very good. My mom and dad take care of me. Okay, our next one is the word wild. Say that one. Wild. If something is wild, it lives on its own without the help of people. Animals like bears, lions, sharks, tigers, they're wild animals. Can you give me a sentence for wild? I don't want a wild tiger in my house. No, that would be very bad, wouldn't it? They would be very dangerous and they would hurt us. And they would wreck our house, right? Yeah, that wouldn't be good. Okay, I want you to look at the captions on page 36 and 37. Okay, look at those captions real quick, and then we're going to talk about them. All right, Okay, what were the pictures showing in those captions and those photos? Okay, it was showing a boy wrestling with a cub, showing working with a cub. Okay, it was showing the author of the text with a bear standing up. That was big, wasn't it? They can look scary. Yes, very good. So a few words I want to talk about quick. The word paw describes any animal foot that has padding, like a dog, cat, or bear. So I've tried to find a better picture, but here's a paw, the best I could get, and you can see it's a bear's paw, and you can see it looks padded. So that's what a paw is. It has that padding on it. If you have a cat or a dog, you would see that on their feet too. Another word is the word cub. The word cub is a noun for a baby animal that eats meat, like bears, lions, tigers, wolves. So this is a bear cub. Bear cubs eat meat. The next word I want to look at is the word train. Now, there's the train we ride on, like Thomas the Train. This is a different train. This train means to teach things like animals, okay? We don't call it teaching animals, we call it training animals, like we are going to look at in the text, how they train animals to be in movies and things. So training animals is like teaching animals. Okay, we're going to review what scanning is. Remember, we've talked about this before. Scanning is to look over a text quickly to find dates, names, and certain words, okay? I want you to scan the text now real quick and look for the name Chadwick. What did you learn as you scan? So scan the text real quick and tell me what you learn about Chadwick. Okay, go. Okay, what did you learn about the word Chadwick? Okay, it's the name of the person you're going to be reading about. Okay, and Chadwick worked with the animals, with the bears. Good. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and look at the text now. And after we look at the text, we're going to write down some information we learned. When this text happened, where, the place it happened, what happened, what was going on there, why, who were the people we read about. So keep those question words in your mind, who, what, where, when, why, as we talk about the text. All right, let's go to your books now. Okay, so this is called Training Grizzlies. Now in this picture it says, the author, so he wrote this text, author Doug Chadwick roars next to Tank, a bear from the Wasatch Wildlife Training Center. So Lynn and Doug Seuss train animals to be actors in TV shows and movies. So this bear is trained at this wildlife center so he can be in movies. That's pretty interesting, isn't it? And then up here, we have Russell Chadwick copies Tank as he holds his paw up in the air. So he does this, and then Tank does that. And then here we have Russell Chadwick wrestling with a little bear cub. That looks funny, doesn't it? Okay, so let's go ahead and talk about the text now. So this wildlife center, the Wasatch Rocky Mountain Wildlife, is in Harbor City, Utah in the United States. So this is a nice text feature it's showing us. It's telling us exactly where this is. So who is Russell Chadwick? Okay, this is about when he was a 16-year-old boy and he worked with grizzly bears. So tell me, what happens here? What is it telling us here? He worked as an animal trainer in Utah, where animals are trained to be actors. So what do we learn in this one? Okay, he had to take care of 2 baby cubs. What were their names? Little Bart and Honeybump. It sounds easy, right? but he's saying bears are big. What was his job? What did he have to do? His job was to play with them. Why? Because then they became more relaxed with people. They became more comfortable. It was fun, but he had to remember they were wild animals. That means they're still wild. They don't know any better than to bite and stuff. So you have to be careful with wild animals. What happened here? Honeybum, yes, bit him on the back. He had to wrestle her to the ground. It showed Russell how smart the bears are. And then she apologized. Yeah, she knew she did something wrong. So she put her head in his lap. That's really cute. What did he find out about the bears? That they know more than just sit and stay. Like if you tell a bear to sit, it'll sit down. If you say stay, it'll stay. It learned how to play peekaboo. So he covered his eyes with his paws. Peekaboo, just like a child can do. What did we learn at the end here? Okay, he didn't get much money for doing his job, but he really liked it. He learned a lot from it. Working with grizzlies is very hard. And yes, tests and exams don't seem so bad anymore. What an interesting summer job this boy had, playing with grizzly cubs. That would be fascinating. All right, let's go write down some of the information we learned now. Okay, so what would you say our topic is for this reading? Okay, training with grizzlies. Yeah. So let's start with the when. It didn't give us an exact date, did it? It was in summer. It took place in summer. That's a when. Very good. Doesn't tell us the exact date, but summer is a time period. Where did this take place? Okay, Utah in the United States. Good. At a wildlife training center. Good. So who was in this? Russell Chadwick? Okay, the Seuses, yes. The Seuses who trained animals to be actors, yes. So what happened here? Russell's job was to play with the bear cubs. He saw that they were wild and could bite. But they were smart, good. They could play peekaboo, good. What else? He had fun with his job. But it was hard, yes. Well, I think you learned quite a bit about this. Great. So sometimes we just fill out charts looking at the when, the where, and it helps our brain remember all those things. Great job. So what animals do you think are probably easy to train? Okay, maybe pets, like a cat, a dog, sure. Would you like a summer job like Russell had? You would. Why would you like that? Because it would be fun to play with those cubs. I agree. They look so cute and cuddly. Yes, you have to remember they're wild. Is there anyone who would not want that job? You wouldn't. You'd be too afraid. Yes, it is a little bit scary. Again, look at this big bear. These are big animals. They can attack people. So you have to, even though it'd be fun to play with the cubs, you would always have to be careful and remember they're wild animals, right? Would you like to train a grizzly bear? No. A bite from a grizzly bear can crush a bowling ball. So if you know what a bowling ball is, it's heavy and it's hard, and their teeth can crush it. Look at these sharp teeth. That's why you have to be so careful when you're with a wild animal. They are still wild and they can still hurt you if you're not careful. The grizzly bear can also run as fast as the average horse. Even though they look like they're big animals that can't run very fast, bears run very fast. You would not be able to outrun them. They would catch you. Okay, we're going to move on to some grammar and some things where we talk about the meanings of words. We're going to learn about something called using context clues, okay? So when you read, you often come to words you don't know. One way a reader figures out what a new word means is by looking for context clues. So you look for clues to figure out what the word means. Using context clues to solve unfamiliar words. All right, so we're going to practice this. Now, context clues just means anything in the reading that helps us to figure out the word. So let me read this to you, and then we're going to figure out the word using context clues. Do you want to play Stinkerbacker with us at recess? We need another player for our team. Stinkerbacker, what is that? I've never heard of that, have you? What do you think Stinkerbacker is? A game, very good. So what tells you that Stinkerbacker is a game? Okay, play, need player, team, recess. Right, if it's something you play and you need players and there's teams, it's a game. We don't know what the game looks like, but we can tell it's a game. Great job. Let's try another one. Has anyone seen my Hop-a-Noodle? I'm missing one, and my coach won't let me play unless I have both of them. I can't let my team down. It's the championship match. It's the one I wear on my right foot. What is a Hop-a-Noodle? What do you think a Hop-a-Noodle is? It's a shoe. Very good. How do you know it's a shoe? Okay, the coach says he can't play unless he has both. We wear two shoes. And it says I wear it on my right foot. Good job. So even though we've never heard the word Hop-a-Noodle, we can figure it out using context clues. All right, another one. Mom, when we get to Longo's, can we please get a box of Snooper Wazzles? My teacher says they are very tasty and healthy. She also says they are high in vitamin D, which is good for my bones. What is a Snooper Wazzle? A box of Snooper Wazzles. What do you think that is? A food that is good for you, right? So we know it's a food because the teacher says it's tasty and healthy. So that tells us it's good for us. And then it has vitamin D, which is good for our bones. So it's a food that's good for us. Great. Okay, so I think we've talked about synonyms before, but we're going to review it quick. A synonym, first of all, say that with me. Synonym. It's a hard word to say. A synonym is a word that has almost the same or similar meaning as another word. Like cold and chilly, they mean the same thing. Vacant means empty. They both mean empty. Big, huge. They mean the same thing. So synonyms are words that mean the same thing, like little, small. Okay? Now, we needed to review synonym because we're going to talk about what a thesaurus is. A thesaurus is a book that can help you find words with the same or similar meanings. So, for example, a dictionary tells us what words mean. A thesaurus tells us synonyms of a word. So we could go to a thesaurus and look up the word, we could look up the word big, and it would tell us synonyms of big. Isn't that cool? So a thesaurus tells us synonyms of different words. This is funny right here. No, a thesaurus is not a kind of dinosaur, even though it sounds like a dinosaur name, doesn't it? So what is a thesaurus used for? To find synonyms of words. Excellent. So here are some basic synonyms in the English language. Large, big. You can say these with me too. Small, tiny. Exit, leave. Speak, talk. Present, gift. Fast, quick. Alike, same. Near, close. Stone, rock. Last, final. Start, begin. Easy, simple. So these are all synonyms. They mean the same thing. Good job. All right, so that is the end of our lesson for today, and I will see you next time. Bye-bye.